friends and family, good afternoon, and welcome to the annual ceremonial review for Royal Canadian Sea Cadet Corps 328, St. Margaret's Bay. I'm Lieutenant Commander Retired Steve Sainamont, and I have the esteemed pleasure of serving as the MC for today's event. Please take your seats. The cadets will be marching on momentarily. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to introduce you to our coxswain, Chief Petty Officer, Second Class, Abby Way. The coxswain is the highest cadet position in the unit.
Color party, ball, out.
Women, colors, man.
The Officer of the Day, Naval Cadet Jasmine Harriott, will now carry on with colors. This ceremony is performed at the beginning of every mandatory training evening and is representative of ceremonies performed on HMC ships and submarines. O Canada is being played. The Canadian ensign will be raised. I would ask that everyone stand and remove headrest for the playing of O Canada.
Colors, man.
Very well, make it sound.
Colors, what do you think, man?
Officers and NCOs, outboard, turn. Color party, ball, in.
Yes, Chief.
Ship's company open order. Mark. Ship's company stand at ease.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. We will now await the arrival of the reviewing party, and I would like to acquaint you with our reviewing officer, Captain Navy Sheldon Gillis. Captain Gillis was raised in the small community of Judique on Cape Breton Island. He holds a Bachelor's of Business Administration from Acadia University and enrolled in the Canadian Armed Forces in 1999 via the Direct Entry Officer Program. Shore postings have included tours instructing in the Naval Education System as a Project Director and Director of Maritime Requirements C, as Deputy Chief of Staff for the Maritime Component Command and Chief of Staff Operations for the Atlantic Fleet. He is a 2012 graduate of the Joint Command and Staff Program at the Canadian Forces College in Toronto, Ontario, where he earned a master's degree in defense studies focusing on Canadian, Chinese foreign defense policy. Key sea postings have included operational deployments in HMCS Iroquois for Operation Apollo Roto Zero, Canada's initial response to the 9/11 attacks, HMCS Halifax withstanding NATO Maritime Group 1, HMCS Athabascan for Summit of the Americas Security as part of Operation Tattoo, and as XO of HMCS Toronto withstanding NATO Maritime Group 2 on Op Reassurance Roto 2. In 2016, he assumed the post as the 15th Commanding Officer of HMCS St. John's and commanded the newly modernized frigate during Operation Reassurance Roto 6. His command tour saw St. John's conduct a high-impact contingency operation off the Syrian coast, for which he was recognized with the Meritorious Service Cross and NATO Meritorious Service Medal, and the ship with the Canadian Forces Unit Commendation. Upon promotion to Captain Navy in 2019, he was appointed Director of Naval Requirements in Ottawa and was accountable for the development of operational capability requirements for naval forces and project directorship for the acquisition of the equipment necessary for the RCN to succeed at sea. He assumed the post of Deputy Commander, Canadian Fleet Atlantic in July 2021.
Ship's company attention.
I would ask that you please stand as we welcome Captain Gillis and the reviewing party onto the parade square.
Ship's company general salute. Salute. Ship's company eyes front.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may now be seated. Captain Gillis will now conduct an inspection of the ship's company. At this time, I would now like to introduce our reviewing party. The reviewing party consists of Captain Gillis, Lieutenant Navy Boutelier, the Commanding Officer of RCSEC 328, St. Margaret's Bay, and Mrs. Lisa Way, President of the Navy League of Canada's St. Margaret's Bay branch. The reviewing party has now completed the inspection. The ship's company will now proceed with a march past. Ladies and gentlemen, could I please ask you to stand for the march past?
Ship's company close order. March. Royal Canadian Sea Cadet Corps featuring St. Margaret's Bay will march past. In line. Ship's company move to the right in threes. Right. Turn. Ship's company by the left. Quick. March. Left. Wheel. Left. Wheel. Ship's company eyes. Right. Ship's company eyes. Front. Ship's company left. Wheel. Left. Wheel. Ship's company left. Wheel. Left. Wheel. Right. Wheel.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank our special guests that came to spend the afternoon with us. I would like to introduce everyone to the following members of our community and sponsors. Could you please stand as I call your name? Mr. Leonard Bugby, Lions Club. Ms. Kathleen Bugby, St. Peter's Anglican Church. Chief Petty Officer, First Class Retired, Graham McBride. A big thanks to Mr. Brian Cottam from Nova Scotia Live TV for filming our inspection today. Please be seated. At this point, we'd like to invite our reviewing officer, Captain Gillis, and all of our guests to join the cadets in viewing the static displays they have prepared. The static displays are based on skills the cadets have worked on throughout the training year. Stand fast, we're just waiting for them to come around, and we'll have them here shortly.
Ship's company by the left. Quick. March. Ship's company right. Wheel. Ship's company left. Wheel. Left. Wheel. Ship's company. Halt. Ship's company. Advance right. Turn. Ship's company. Dismissed.
Just let him cycle through one or two and then we'll get them up.
Let me explain. Right. So first we can start off with, all right, this is our cadet already. That just joined, all right? So there's no thing there. So that means that the cadets who doesn't have name. Oh yeah, is actually 5 months. So
Parents and friends, feel free to walk around and look at our displays for you. Feel free.
Okay, well then you gotta sit down. Sucks to be you. Yeah, she's taking photographs.
Interviewing Officer Award, Carl Dawson, you.
The old you?
The old one, yeah.
The oldest?
Beg pardon?
I said, you fixed the flag. I think.
We actually discussed it with the sergeant and arms and just needed a paint course. You know, we can always fix it. That's when I said to Steve, I said, I don't care, he notices it at this point, we're fixing it.
Yeah. No,
We're
he's
fixing
fixing it, but yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I was really hoping the union officer would notice it.
Oh no, he wouldn't have. He was looking the other way.
Yeah.
Exactly, right?
He's eating his shit up. He loves
He's
it.
loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really is enjoying it.
And it's-
How often did those guys get invited to
Yeah, but he's loving it. He's enjoying himself thoroughly. Yeah.
His wife is lovely too.
She's not here, is she?
No, Beth. She's a teacher.
Who's the boy with the bow tie?
That's one of our instructors.
Aged out cadet that became a civilian instructor. Jonah Benson.
So it looks like we're going to be doing some type of display.
Yes.
Okay. Also, the Williamson waitress who doesn't have a phone. I'm not giving him mine because I'm taking photos. So.
Sorry, what?
He wants a phone to play on the other. My son.
Oh, the little guy over there that's smoking?
That's a great word for it.
He was just over here talking to his father. I think.
Trying to get the phone.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, not happening.
Yeah, he's got his annual inspection coming up. With David. He's with Micmac.
Oh, me? Get out of here.
No,
That was
Navy
my
here.
very first unit back in 79, 80.
I was an officer with them in the early 90s. But the president of their Navy League, she's a real shit cunt. Dipshit. I was willing to help them out, like I am here. She kept losing my paperwork for my CRV.
Yeah, you were saying.
Who does that?
Yeah.
And then and not even an apology to say, look, I'm
Yeah.
really sorry. Nothing.
RCO at that time was an Air Force sergeant. Really bad shit. Seaman and I got into it every second of it.
If we could have our guests kindly seated, please. Ladies and gentlemen, and may I present to you RCSCC 328 St. Margaret's Bay will conduct a trivia and seamanship display. Take it away, Chief.
Isn't that just standard knot when you're doing a knot?
What is a reef knot? Uniforms 300. The pocket a cadet's lanyard goes into. You have a 50-50 shot, so yes. Left pocket. That is 1,200 points. Okay, next team. Not 300. Yes. That's 1,000 points. 1,200. Next.
300 ships.
The walls of a ship.
Anybody in the audience?
Anybody who's not?
On this side. Did you hear an answer that I could like give you?
I heard an answer, but I don't know what it was. Okay.
You have an answer?
What is bulkhead?
We're getting down to the last question.
Uniforms for 200.
Uniforms for 200. A uniform wore with a white top. What is it called? Sea line. What is a sea line? It's up to you.
What is the sea one?
Yay! 1,200 points. I was really hoping that we would get that. 1,400. Thanks, Mom. Next question. Ships 200. Ships 200. Port side ship.
What is left?
Left. Yes.
Left.
Left.
What is left?
Left. What is left?
That is correct.
Sorry, everybody. We're trying to think of really difficult answers. We're expecting it to be way more complicated.
Rifle 100.
Rifle 100. The color that means the safety is off on the rifle.
Okay, what is the color of the safety of the rifle? Is it
Red. What is red? Red.
okay? What is that?
That is correct. 1,500 points. Final question.
It's a real difficult one to find.
cadets. They're each going to, the first station is a bosun's call, so they're writing something on a piece of paper that says what kind of call they're going to make. They can either pipe the call, or they can tell us what it means. When the petty officer in charge of that station accepts that answer, they're going to move on to the next station, where they will have to tie knots. Then they will come down to the third station, where they will have to coil and weave a line. They're going to coil and weave the line into the final station, which is going to be a rough purchase. So once they get their line in the baskets, they can go to their basket and rig a rough purchase, and the first team that is able to successfully rig a rough purchase and hoist it is going to be our winning team. So from the audience, we'd like you to cheer them on, give them some encouragement if you can, and we're ready when you are.
So right now, my group at least is trying the phone line, which is one of the answers on the trivia, by the way. So when it's tied properly, it should look like a light. Now we have one of our cadets behind the figure 8 knot, which means use as a stopper knot to stop the line.
Hold it straight.
And we have a winner.
Good job, all. Okay, good job, guys. Move everything up to the side now.
At this time, we will now have a number of our invited guests up to the podium to share a brief speech with the cadets. Captain Gillis, if I could have your pleasure.
So I have 25 years in the Navy, and I've already seen better marching and rope throwing than I could ever hope to do throughout my career so far. So well done to each of you today so far. I just want to say a few words to you here today, but I'd like to start with a thank you for the opportunity to be here today to celebrate with you and be part of your review. I really enjoy participating in events like this. It is really remarkable to see the transition of people after such a period of great dedication, training, and commitment to a goal that you set earlier this year when so many of you decided to join the cadets. I enrolled in the Armed Forces many years ago after growing up in Cape Breton Island, where I participated in the Army Cadet Corps program amongst many other extracurricular activities. I enjoyed the Army so much that I enrolled in the Navy immediately on completion of university. Don't let anyone in the Army tell you that tenting in freezing temperatures matches the adventures of the high seas and visits to ports around the world. With the benefit of hindsight, which comes with time and gray hair, I can tell you that your time here participating in this program is so worth it. Regardless of where life takes you in your chosen paths as you move through school, the skills you have learned here today, and hopefully continue to learn, will be useful to you throughout your life. You have been the beneficiary of so much education through this program, some of which you might not even be aware of. The first is the importance of timing and being on time. This skill is so important that it will pay large dividends in your adult life. Whether it is arriving for work on time or school, arriving to pick someone up on time when you said you would pick them up, or being ready to play at a practice on time. This is skills that your future employers, your educators, and your coaches will hold in high regard. The second is the value of volunteering your time to a cause. You chose to serve in this group, much like I choose to serve in the military every day. It is easy to quit things when they become hard, but you had shown here that you're willing to volunteer and to make yourself better at something, while at the same time not quitting when it got hard. And I'm sure it did this year. Life will be this way sometimes, and it's going to throw you curveballs. But it's your ability to dig deep, to not quit, and to push through that will get you through, and that's a great life skill that you're learning here. The next is character and values. Participation in events like this and the Atlantic and Remembrance Day ceremonies are really important ceremonies that you participate in every year. You're truly ensuring that the vow we made to our veterans so many years ago who lost their lives during the world wars and conflict around the world, that we won't forget. I want to tell you that the membership of the military truly appreciate what you do and recognize the contributions you, each and every one of you, are making to your community. I also want to say thanks to the parents and family that are here today, and the staff and the volunteers who make this group what they are and as well turned out as they are. Whether it's bringing them to training after a long day's work, or whether you were on the floor teaching them yourself, you have brought this group of individuals together and made them stronger. In a society which seems to be moving towards being more transactional, or what can you do for me? You have taught these bright youths the value of belonging and contributing to the greater good and sacrificing something, their time, for their community. Finally, I'd like to say thank you for honoring me with being here today. You should be proud of yourselves, and as a senior leader in the Armed Forces, I want to say thank you and well done. Bravo Zulu.
Thank you, Captain Gillis. I would now please ask the President of the Navy League of Canada's St. Margaret's Bay Branch, Mrs. Lisa Way, to say a few words.
On behalf of the Navy League, I would like to extend our thanks for all the support the branch has received this year from the Corps, cadets, parents, and community members. A big thank you goes out to the cadets for assisting in branch fundraisers, to the parents and Navy League members for taking the time to attend the meetings and participate in the many fundraisers necessary to support this wonderful cadet program. We also convey a big thank you to the Corps' officers for all the time and energy they have dedicated to the development of the cadets and the cadet program. And finally, I would like to personally thank the branch executives, Steve Santamont, who's my vice president, Denise Morrison, who's my secretary. I don't know what I would do without you. And also to our treasurer, Holly Jean, for volunteering their time so freely, ensuring that 328 St. Margaret's Bay Sea Cadet Corps has a strong and supportive branch behind them. I want to congratulate each and every single cadet here today. You guys have been through so much, especially our senior cadets, being, shoved online to do your training, to do your camps online. And one other thing is, you guys did it. You guys came as a group this year, and you guys have succeeded immensely. Bravo, Zulu.
And with that, we'll now conduct our awards presentations. Captain Gillis, sir, if I could have you up. Captain Gillis will be presenting the award for the Reviewing Officers Award. The Reviewing Officers Award is awarded to a cadet chosen by a reviewing officer on the day of the ACR. And the Reviewing Officers Award goes to Leading Cadet Erroldas. I would now ask Lieutenant Boutlier, RCSEC St. Margaret's Bay, 328 Commanding Officer, to come forward to make the presentation of the Commanding Officers Award. This is presented to a cadet of RCSEC 328 St. Margaret's Bay as selected by the Commanding Officer. And the Commanding Officer Award goes to Able Cadet Harold Doss. Our next presentation is the Michael Atten Memorial Bravo Zulu Award. This award is representative of a cadet who displays superior leadership and overall high standards. I would like to ask Lieutenant Boutlier to come forward and make this presentation. And the award goes to Leading Cadet Erroldas. The next award is the Esprit de Corps Award, which is presented to the cadet that shows tremendous enthusiasm towards the program and training and is a positive role model within the Corps. I would like to ask Captain Thibodeau to come forward to present this award. Are we all waiting with a bated breath? And the Esprit de Corps Award goes to Petty Officer Day. Our next award is the Cadet of the Year Award, and the Cadet of the Year Award is presented to a cadet with exceptional drill, dress, and deportment. Captain Gillis, if I could ask you to come forward and present this award. And the Cadet of the Year Award goes to Master Cadet Grodkovich. Our next award is the Top Marksmanship Award, which goes to our Corps Sniper. And that award is being given to Leading Cadet Zhang. And without further ado, we have two additional awards. Our top junior cadet this year for outstanding performance, and presented by Captain Thibodeau. That award goes to Leading Cadet Mello. Our last award goes to our top senior cadet for the Corps this year. And this individual has certainly earned it. And the award will be presented by Naval Cadet Harriet. Our top senior cadet this year, Petty Officer First Class Organ. time, I could like to ask Lieutenant Boutlier and Ms. Way to come forward to present some of our remaining awards. No, Medal of Service. So Captain Thibodeau will be presenting the 5-year service medal to Chief Petty Officer Abby Way. Our next presentation will be the Lord Strathcona Cadet Medal. And this year, our recipient is Petty Officer Organ. For those who weren't aware, the Lord Strathcona Medal is one of the highest awards that can be granted to a cadet. It demonstrates all that Lord Strathcona himself personified: hard work, dedication, service to Canada, excellence in all pursuits, vision, perseverance, and intelligence, and a focus on stewardship of our community, its health and vibrancy, and that of its youth. The recipient today has been singled out amongst their peers for outstanding performance as a cadet, for demonstrating proficiency in physical fitness and marksmanship, as well as dedication to the program of their country, for demonstrating the qualities of Lord Strathcona and leaving their own personal legacy at this corps and within the community through their service, performance, example, and excellence as a cadet. Our next award is actually a scholarship, and this award is presented to a cadet, past or present, who will be entering their first year of post-secondary education. It is awarded in honor of Cadet Jillian Snare, who sadly passed away in 2007 as a result of a vehicle accident. Jillian was with us as a cadet at the time. I would ask our President of the Navy League, Ms. Way, to come forward to present this award. The recipient of the $500 scholarship is Chief Petty Officer Abby Way. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. This concludes our awards and presentations. The ship's company will now continue with the advance and review order. I would now like to ask you to please stand and remain standing until the departure of the reviewing party. Give them a big round of applause, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to extend an invitation for all invited guests and families to join us for some refreshments and snacks. Cadets are not permitted to leave until cleaning stations are complete, and our coxswain, Chief Way, will dismiss the cadets upon completion and upon inspection of the facilities. Thank you so very much for attending. We hope you enjoyed your time with us.